Hello everyone, Carlos Flores, back on basics. So, before we begin, let me adjust myself. Subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. If you have any topics, and I appreciate those that have been leaving topics, suggestions, and everything. So I'm doing them within the week, right, to do that. Put them in the comment section. That'll be great. If you have some more personal questions or topics that you want me to go over, you can also connect with me on other social media platforms. For example, on Facebook, you can search for me under Carlos Flores Jr. On Instagram, you can actually search for me at Back on Basics. And on X, you can also search for me at Back on Basics. So there's many ways that you can do that. And once we connect either on X or on Instagram or on Facebook, you can send me a private message. You can ask me a question. You can ask me any question and I'll give you my take on it. And if I don't do a video on it, then I'll give you my take on it. I'll respond to you back. I mean, I want to make sure that, your questions are answered. You get as many different ways of looking at life balance and mind-body balance, right? I want you to figure out different ways how to get your support system or how to get your support system to look at things from all different perspectives. So that way you'll be able to make the best decisions in the here and now, right? And so there's so many different ways. And again, right? I want to thank 171 subscribers. That's great. Again, this is not a sexy channel. There's not going to be any dancing in short shorts. It's going to be real topics, real stories, real experiences. I'm hoping to collaborate with some people eventually, but I want to build at least some topics that you can look for. Because again, I have about 230 longer videos, and I have about about the same 230, 240 shorts. And so and remember, shorts are coming both in Spanish and in English. And from time to time, and I'm gonna, and I'm gonna start doing them a little bit more regularly. I'm gonna do longer videos both in Spanish and in English as well. So let's get to the topic. Today's topic is about how to deal with stress. I laugh because you know what? We all get stressed. We all get stressed. Stress is when our bodies are trying to figure out how to get us balanced. But a lot of the times, there's things that are in front of us, right? Or around us that are actually in our minds, keeping us from moving forward. And with our bodies, keeping us from moving forward as well. So there's two different ways, right? With our mind, sometimes we psych ourselves out. Let's be honest. There's been so many times where I think I'm going to do something. I know I'm going to do something. And all of a sudden, I psych myself out. Or I talk myself out of doing what I was going to do. And that's not good. Because you got to give yourself the opportunity so that way you can get to your goals. So that way you can get to mind-body balance, right? So that way you can be in the here and now. And how can you be in the here and now? By being neutral, by being focused, by not creating attachments, right? Remember what we talked about, right? Yesterday and the day before. Here's a memory. Here's a memory tag. There's a lot of the times that these memory tags have negative connotations or it's a little negative view that we see things. Remember, right? As human beings, we go first to the negative side, and then we go to the positive side, but we should be down the middle. We should be in middle of the road. We should be mindful, which means in the here and now, in the present moment, accepting what we have in front of us and getting ready to move forward. And remember, you don't have to do you can take it step by step. You can go as fast or as slow as you're comfortable doing. Because, right? I've said it many times. I'm going to be a broken record. Life is not a race. It's a marathon, ladies and gentlemen. It's a marathon. Because what we need to do is we need to focus on the little things, the specifics, the step by step, right? You can run and do 1,000 steps really quickly. But a lot of the times you'll miss little things here and there. I'm not saying to go slow. All I'm saying is to be mindful and being in the here and now. Because in the here and now, you'll be able to focus so much, your mind will be sharp, your body will be ready, and then you'll be able to move forward. And again, based on what we talked about before, compounding effect, where you have victory after victory after victory after victory, even if they're tiny microscopic victories, it's a victory. And so as they add up, then you get comfortable and you get to a point where you are ready. You are ready to move forward. You can actually see the road that you're going to take, and you can actually start taking steps, or half a steps, or a quarter of a step, because remember what we said, right? Anything that's between an eighth or a 16th of a step or a step, it's moving forward. You're moving forward. Your mind is going to code it as moving forward, because it is. You're not moving backwards. You're not being hung up by things in the past. And so, I mean, it's very interesting to see how our mind works. And it's very interesting to see how different aspects of our life affect us. And so, a lot of the times we're not balanced because we're either living in the past, like I said before, again, I'm a broken record. We're held back by our past, or we're in the future, in a future that hasn't been built. It doesn't get built. And so, but our minds think that we're there, or we're close to there, when in fact we haven't even started. So, just being balanced is excellent. Using your support system is excellent. Making sure that you're in the here and now, right? Because a lot of the times we can't let go of things and move on, because we think that without those things that we're holding on like this, right, with all of our strength, so that way they don't go, or we don't let them go, that those things are positive, but they're not. They're holding us back. And so a lot of the times what we need to do is we need to focus in the here and now. We need to focus in being able to provide an opportunity for us to have that mind-body balance. Mind-body balance. And so again, it's not simple, right? But you can do a lot of things by just moving forward, by being in the present moment. It's amazing the things that you will do when you see yourself, right, having victories, collaborating with your support group, connecting with your village, making sure that you're helping people out, making sure that people are helping you out, right? Because it's a two-way street. It's always a two-way street. And so, it's one of those things where life sometimes gets you stressed. And a lot of times we're stressed over little things. Little things. I mean, and those stressors just hold us back. and they keep us from moving forward. And so we need to know how to relieve stress. Remember, I give you an easy one, right? Put a pen or a pencil in your mouth, and your brain is going to think that you're smiling. Your body's going to think that you're smiling. And so those chemicals that make you feel good, they're going to come out, and you're going to feel so great that you're just going to naturally move forward. You're naturally going to move forward. And so dealing with stress is hard. Dealing with life balance is hard. It's something that has to be consistent. Remember I told you about my weight a year and a half ago, right? 267. Now I'm right around 209, 210. It's hard. It's a consistent thing. It has to be consistent, because if it's not, then there's going to be deviations and you won't be able to keep at it, right? Momentum is very important. Momentum is heading forward. Momentum is keep on going. Momentum means that you're leaving things behind that are not helping you deal with stress, are not helping you deal with life balance, are not helping with deal with your goals. So make sure that you're always, remember, learning about yourself, learning about others, learning about higher power, learning about your goals, and learning how to celebrate your goals. Remember those 5 things. So the first one is learning about yourself. What gets you going? What motivates you? What keeps you going when times get tough, right? Remember that saying, when times get tough, then the tough get going? Well, sometimes even the tough people that try to get going can't get going fast enough. And so, again, I want to make sure that you understand that you as a whole person need to utilize not just your support system, but your village. But again, that's the reason why I make these videos, so that way you're able to do things, or you're able to hear things, or you're able to see things that will help you have mind-body balance. Mind-body balance. So, stress, it's hard. Dealing with stress is hard. Life balance is hard. But if you keep consistent and you're in the here and now, remember, you'll keep on moving forward. You'll move forward. You'll get there. You just don't know how much it's going to take, but you will get there. Believe me, I'm telling you this. So, subscribe to my YouTube channel, Back on Basics 9985. Hit the notification button so that way you can get notified of any new videos that come on board. Hit the like button, right? There's so many videos that you can choose from, that you can listen to. This is one of the shorter ones. And I wanted to make it this way, shorter, just straight to the point. If you want me to give you my take on anything, put it in the comment section. Give me feedback. Give me some topics. I know that some of you have been doing that, which is great. I appreciate that, because that way I can talk about the topics that you're suggesting, or give you my take on them. So, till next time, Back on Basics.